Well, hello. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here. I got a great group of guests coming on in the back. It's going to be an insane stream. I don't know how I'm going to control it, but I don't care. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a lot of fun today. At least I'm hoping to. How is everybody? Hope all's well. I'm here. You're there. We got a great group of people. So first, I'm going to give a shout out to these channels before they come on. That would be Sandy Brown, Tiffany Daniels, Tammy Talks About, and Kaylee Talks, and JFD, Justice for Depp. If you haven't subscribed to any of these ladies, I urge you, please hit the subscribe button. It costs $0. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. I love this community. I love people in the community. They're all for Johnny Depp. And you know what? They're great channels. Everybody brings their own element, their own opinions. Some people bring in different information. So it's always good to watch different creators. So again, that's Sandy Brown. Tammy Talks a lot. Kaylee Talks. Justice for Depp. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't miss anybody. Did I miss somebody? I know I missed somebody. They're going to kill me. Hold on. Did I miss somebody? Tammy Talks About, Justice for Depp, Sandy Brown, Keely Talks, and Tiffany Daniels. They are 5. Oh, my God. That's a lot. But make sure you subscribe to them. They are great people. Love their videos. I can't catch every single one, but you can. And make sure you check them out because they're really great. Also, during my videos, in description of any of my videos, my wife has this thing on Instagram. It's called Tammy's Tips and Tricks. It's on all my videos in the description. You could just check out my latest video. All I'm asking is if you have an Instagram account, could you please follow her? All it is showing pictures from Disney World, Universal Studios, Six Flags Great Adventure, some of the rides, just to give you guys a feeling of what it's like to be at the parks. There's nothing more. Even the videos are very quick. They're 10, 20 seconds at most. I had never seen a big video. Just hoping you should show my wife a little love. Catch one of my videos. Just go into the description. You'll see Tammy Tips and Tricks. She's on Instagram, so you have an Instagram account. And I know because you follow Johnny Depp, has got 9 million subscribers. So if you do have an Instagram account, could you please just give her a follow? That's all. That's all I'm asking. It's free. Again, it costs nothing. What else did I want to say? Also, I just wanted to talk about this. Again, this is not to dwell on. Oh, tomorrow is the membership channel. Here, memberships at 4 o'clock. We're going to have a membership live stream right here on my channel. Here's how you do it because people don't know. So those of your members, I'm truly grateful. You really push me to do more. So you go to my homepage. You'll click across the top. It says videos, community, and memberships. It will be under memberships. All you have to do is click on the picture and you're into the membership stream. It's 1 hour, 4 o'clock Eastern, which would be 9 UK time. That's tomorrow. I'm going to read you the emails. Gary says he can't make it today. He wish he could. He just found out it's someone's birthday. So he sends his love to everybody. Donald Dolan, I'm going to give you an update on him. He's doing well. And he's coming home today. He's coming home today. Great news. He had an infection. So he was in the hospital a little bit longer. I didn't want to worry anybody. But I sent him all the tweets and all the love that you guys gave him. And he was so happy. And it made him feel so much better. And he just wanted to say thank you to the community. He appreciates all your love and concern. He is very sore. He's recuperating. There was an infection or something happened, and so they had to look into it. But he said he's good. He's just sore and he's tired. He's very tired. But he loves everybody. He said, thank you so much for your concern. He asked me to tell you all this. So Donald is doing well, and he's coming home today. It's great news. I'm very happy about it. Also, my friend happened to get sick around the same time Donald did, but he had a blood clot. He happened to go to work and he fell. He called me and told me he was in the hospital. He had to have a whole bunch of blood clot removals. It was pretty gross. He showed me. I was like, I didn't need to see these pictures, but thanks anyway. But he had 3 procedures done, and he told me also he'll be home Monday. So that was great news. So I said, oh, it's finally some good news today. I'm really happy about that. Diamond has given me a super sticker, so of course, I've got to show it now. I hope Diamond Knight comes on this channel. I don't know if she has the invitation. Shoot, I only have one more thing to cover, and I'm going to bring everybody on. So just give me a second. I wanted to show Diamond's super sticker, which is not showing. because why would it show? Here it is. Okay, so here's Diamond's super sticker. Hold on. And she gives me, what is it? Hey, she's blowing kisses. Thank you, Diamond Knight, for the super sticker. And I love you very much. So again, we got Donald. My friend's coming home. Donald's coming home from surgeries. Very excited about that. Diamond drops me a super chat. Diamond, I love you. I love all you guys. I said this a million times. I don't need to repeat it. Live stream 4 o'clock for memberships only. 4 o'clock. Just go to the homepage, click the members. Under the member, again, under the member, you'll see community members. Boom, done. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about, and again, this is not something I want to dwell on every single live stream, but I've been questioned about it on Twitter, and it is still there. So I just want to say this, and I have to get this. It's very serious. So this is the last thing, and hopefully you support my wife. Again, it's in the video. Shelby said I harassed her. That was her defense. I harassed her. Well, it doesn't make you kick me out of a group. It's not excusable, okay? To write that, to use that as an excuse as to why back in December you said, I'm going to stream over you. I really don't care. And I'm not going to, I don't care because I can only stream around Les and Stevie. I've heard many people have addressed this week to me, and that's why I'm going over it again, because I want to clear the air. I don't know how many times I love that you guys love me. I can feel the love on Twitter. I'm getting tons of stuff from you guys, and I appreciate it. I'm not going to say names. There's too many anyway. But, okay, they didn't want to address it. I'm not responsible for what they want to do to you guys. If they don't want to address it with you guys, if they want to only do secretive member stuff, they can do whatever the hell they want. It's their channel. I don't care what they do. They do whatever they want. Everybody does what they want in this platform. That's up to them. I can't control anybody's actions, okay? This would have never have happened had Shelby not kicked me out of the group. It's that simple. And had I not gotten that email. So I said, tomorrow I'm going to read you the email. The members are going to hear the email. So this way, I'm not lying to you. I'm going to read you the entire email and my response. You'll hear it. I'm not going to put it public unless everybody really wants me to do that. I don't want to dwell on this any further, but I think the members deserve it. They deserve to hear it. They're paying. They're probably wondering why. And I got a lot of members asking me, can you read it to us? Absolutely. I will absolutely read it to you. This is what you're paying me for. This is what you want. You will get what you've asked for. I will read it tomorrow. No, nothing to hide. Nothing do I have to hide. Stevie has tried to call me. Stevie and Les do want to talk to me. That's right. I'm telling you live. They have requested for me to speak to them. And I've said, whenever. Now, Stevie tried to talk to me last night before he streamed, but it didn't happen because I was in a very heated discussion. It wasn't heated. It wasn't argumentative. It was a huge discussion between me and somebody on this channel. Again, I will not say their name. And it was really big. They were dropping some big bombs on me. And I can't say it here. I can't say what was going on behind the scenes at this time. They asked me, please don't do it, and I will not. But it was very important, and it was some important stuff that I need to know, and it was interesting. I still got more people jumping in here. I'll get to them in a minute. So they're going to come on in a minute. The final thing. Again, I don't want to dwell on this forever. I don't want to be drama filled. I want to get back to depth. I want to get back to herd. I want to get back to everything that's going on. A lot of people have a lot to say today. I only have about an hour and a half. No, 2 hours. But anyway, so the bottom line is, she said I harassed her. Why did I harass her? Because I asked her, are you okay? Are we okay? Are we fine? Is everything okay between me and you? Because I cared. If caring about someone is harassing, I don't need that. I don't need to work on pins and needles. I don't need to be in the stream where you're giving rules and setting things, and this is the way we do things. Apparently, I'm not part of we. I thought we as a community, I thought we only have 4 months to go. This trial is going to happen in May. Johnny's going to kick ass. He's going to win. I am very confident of it. The evidence is overwhelming. This judge is not taking no for an answer. He's laying down the law. He's not taking anything. He's being very fair. He's not being impartial. I don't see the jury saying no. I think the evidence is overwhelming. Johnny's going to win. I'm telling you now. I could be wrong. We'll see in June what the verdict is, but I am feeling very positive. And I didn't feel that in the UK. And he didn't win. And I didn't feel positive. And I feel very positive now. I think he's winning this. I'm telling you. And I think we're going to have what we're looking for. I'm very confident. I say that today. You can come back and kick my ass in June if I'm wrong, but that is my prediction. I'm really feeling a gut feeling. Johnny Depp is winning this case in Virginia. That's how I feel right now. Now in February, maybe I change my mind. Maybe something crazy happens. I don't know, but I'm very confident. As for Shelby, look, I'm sorry. Okay, I cared about you. And I loved you, and I felt the same way for Stevie and Les. And we were having jokes behind the scenes, having a lot of fun. And I don't think harassing you is asking you to come to the channel because I want you here. I don't need you here anymore. The door's closed. I don't care anymore. You've hurt me. I'm done. You're done. You're not even important in my life. You're nothing. So that's how I feel. That's the end of the story.
Is the members on?
No, we'll get into that. And I already shouted out your thing. So, so that's it. That's all I have to say. There's nothing more I can say. You guys asked for that information. This is what she said. And I feel like, I feel like that's it. I mean, how could I explain it? I asked, I want you to come. You didn't come. You said it was harassing. We're done. I solved the problem. I don't talk to you anymore. That's it. Done. Finished. I got everything out. Okay. So let's start the stream. I got 8 members here. I hope you subscribe to 4 of them, 5 of them, 5 of them, 5 of them. Losing track. Here we come. Get ready. Here they all come. One at a time. So first, here's Tammy. Tammy talks a lot. And here's JFD.
Hi.
And here's Sandy Brown.
Hello.
And here's Keely Talks.
Hey guys.
And here's Tiffany Daniels.
Hey guys.
And here's Diamond Knight. And here's Sarah Cat.
Hey everybody.
Wow.
Hello, Sarah. Hi. She's not frozen. Thank God.
Yay.
Oh my God. How is everybody? My God, how is everybody? You been good?
JD in the house.
Oh.
Rob, just to iterate as far as the case, according to Come Geek Some and others, according to what Judge White is saying, so a lot of the civil cases may be pushed to 2022
I heard
because
that.
he's backlogged on the criminal cases. So you already know he's going to push the criminal cases as more priority than a high profile civil case.
Right, but he
So
hasn't said officially yet, and I don't want to put something out there until it's official. And since it's not official, I don't want to say, "Hey, they moved the case," and everybody's like,
"Yeah,
really?"
that's what Dan on Come Geek Son said. Is like, as far as we know, he's saying that it may be pushed to 2022, but as far as we know, this court case is still in May. But there's a possibility that it'll be pushed. A lot of the civil cases will be pushed back to 2022.
Hi, Lisa.
I heard there's a possibility of September.
I'm well. How are you, Rob?
Good to see you all.
It's got to be this year because I'm ready to get this over and done with and get that thing out of the spotlight.
I need to know because I have to change my book and I am going to Virginia.
I just want to get this in. Now, as we talk, all I ask is everybody mutes, so when someone talks, we don't interrupt each other. You guys are gonna do. These girls are gonna do most of the talking. I'm gonna shut my mouth unless there's a super chat. So this is from Johnny's girl. I just want to say thank you so much. Who says I totally believe you, Rob, and I don't believe Shelby at all. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and thank you for the chat, super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But everybody's here, and I'm so excited, so excited. So the latest news I heard, and I'll do a video on this, that she's going after Twitter, and she wants to know about 200 profiles to see if they're robots. I don't know what you all think of it. I'm going to shut up, and you guys can tell me.
Let me take this one. I don't know if anybody noticed. Twitter shot back at her like that thing. No, that's not what you gonna do. Twitter done shot back at her at that thing and its legal team, like, okay, miss us with the BS, because that's not going to happen. You can
They
subpoena
said
all
this
you
is not even
want.
legal.
Exactly. It's not legal. You have to have, and according to what Twitter's saying, you have to have a legal, valid reason why you want to do that. The only time it's going to pretty much be legal to do that is if it's a criminal case. But this is a civil case, so Twitter's like, miss us with the BS. It's not going to happen. And as we say in the South, bless her heart. Bless their hearts. They trying it. They really trying it. Because I can tell you this. That thing and its legal team is falling even further and further and further into the rabbit hole that they've fallen into. Because when you go after Disney already told you, you got the information that you wanted, that we gave you, that was pertaining to the case. You're not getting any more information, so mess us with that. So there goes any chances of that thing ever working for Disney. Two, I don't know if everybody's seen on Twitter and on YouTube that there's a possibility Disney is asking JD back. It's like, look, we were stupid. We caught a case of stupid. We need you back because we know the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise isn't going to do well without you. So, and then with the part as far as going after LAPD, good luck with that. And that's what I have to say on that.
Anybody else want to say anything on it? Go ahead, because I was going to bring all
I'd
that
like
up.
to
Go
chime
ahead.
in a little bit.
Sure, go ahead, Lisa.
My deep instincts say that everything that's going on with what AH is doing, suing Disney and everybody else, there's something underlying there. There's something else going on. I'm not sure what, but I really think, Elon, there's something going on. I don't think that her team, everybody always says she's not making any of these moves. Her team is making it on her behalf. And I think there's something else going on. I'm not sure. I'm babysitting. I just think that something else, I think there's underlying tones there. And I want to praise JD because him staying silent and not saying anything is probably the best thing he could ever do. And I there's something going on here with Elon. I hate saying the word because I don't want to tag myself, but I've been watching JD for a long, long time. And one thing I can tell you is that his music comes first. And when you have interviews with the other Hollywood vampires, Alice Cooper, all of them, they say that you go in his house and it's not about his movies, it's about his music. So I've been really trying to focus on comments and everything else pertaining to his music. Hold on. Wait, you got to see my shirt. Can you see it? I have a coffee cup at work too. I'm a high school English teacher and I'm just crazy about all this and it drives me crazy, just beyond words. But everybody just needs to try to focus on what Johnny would want us to do. And at this point, I feel that I have beat the crap out of AH. It's easy to do, right? Because she deserves it. But I'm trying to refocus my thoughts on what Johnny would want me to do. And I think he would want me to focus on his passions and his privacy. Have you guys watched any of his daughter's Chanel shows? She's a model in Chanel shows. Crazy awesome. So I just want to, I'll let my time go, but I just really like to celebrate Johnny's life and all of his accomplishments and try to try to be there for him. That's,
It's
that's
nice. That's very nice, Lisa. I love that. I have some super chats I have to get to because it'd be rude. People get mad when I don't do that, and they should get respect. So we had Johnny's girl. Let's see if I can catch the other one. Oh my God! Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a stream where Sweet Chastity. Okay, Sweet Chastity wrote, "Criminal case needs to be a full jury. Old courthouse takes only 9 jurors." Yeah, criminal. It has to be every juror has to agree that it's guilty. If 1 or 2 in any criminal case say nope, then it's a hung jury and they get away with it. I mean, that's as far as my understanding. Angela Agpi sent me "Keep It Up." So I just want to show that really, really, really quick lift and weight. I don't have any weights here, but I'm supposed to do this because Gary said so. So I'm supposed to show the guns. Hold on. Supposed to show the guns going here. So here you go. Little guns just to make you guys laugh. I try. Thank you so much. I think I missed a super sticker somewhere. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do just a video that has everybody's super stickers and super chats. And I'm just going to do that to thank everybody because I missed them sometimes. It's stupid. StreamYards is not the greatest. So anyway, I want to hear from Keely Talks. We'll go around. I want to hear from everybody what you feel. Lisa, I thought that was beautifully said. So Keely, you're up next. Go ahead. Say whatever you like.
I don't know if anyone's seen my latest video, what I've put on. It's about a favour regarding the Twitter subpoenas and why she's so held up on it. And I have a feeling, obviously, this isn't fact and this isn't proven, but I have a feeling that within her list of authentic Johnny Depp accounts that there may be 1 or 2 bots, not by Johnny Depp's team, but by her team. And she wants to get the proof that there's bots and then try and say that Johnny Depp has got bots. And these bots will look like that they're supporting Johnny Depp, when in fact it's off her team to make it look like he's doing some sort of weird, I can't think of the word, but some sort of thing to get these bots going on. I can't think of any other way. The only thing I can think of is that, like, literally, if you think back, everything that she accuses Johnny Depp of is like her admitting. So it's like, with this, it wouldn't surprise me that this is her. Do you know what I mean? And she's trying to plant that evidence in there to try and make it look like he hasn't got all these supporters. There might be a few in, and that's why she's added them on authentic accounts. But a few of these bots, I reckon, if there is any bots there, they'll be from her team. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a very suspicious. Why else would she be spending all this money on trying to get the Twitter? Do you know what I mean? It's not like it's cheap, for one. She knows she's losing a lot of money in that case, and she's desperate. She's desperate to get anything she can on him. So, because she can't get anything on him, she's going to falsify things. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know anyone else's thoughts, so I'm like, it might sound crazy, but yeah.
I totally agree. That's a great point. That's exactly what she's trying to do. Find anything she can on him, Keely. You hit it perfect. I totally agree. She's desperate. She's desperate because this is a woman who has said in the past, I have so much on you. And everybody's like, well, where is it? Where's the Toronto tapes? Where's this? Where's that? Where's all your evidence, your witnesses? Bring it. We want to hear it. And what has she got? What has she got? Just herself. That's all I keep hearing.
She's got nothing. She's got absolutely nothing. So, like, I think she's trying to plant evidence. Think about all these pictures that she's planted where she's painted bruises on herself, where she's staged photos of the current thing on the table. I don't want to say it, but everything is staged, and she's been planning it all for ages. Do you know what I mean? That's how I see it. Anyway, and I see past them lies, because we all think this is daft with the bots, and we've all been questioning it for ages. What's she going on about bots? She's got 200 accounts, and loads of them accounts have come on Twitter and said, I'm on that list, but I'm a real person. And I've not gone through that list fully, but like I said, if there is any accounts that are suspicious on there, Johnny Depp does not need bots. He has been in the business for decades. He wouldn't even know how to acquire anything like that anyway. He's not tech savvy. He probably won't even know what a bot is. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm sorry for going on, but that's my little opinion and view on it.
No, that's fine. I just want to, that's great. That's why you're all here. I want to get everybody's opinion. I just have to get this. Steve Cass said, for all the beautiful women in the chat with a good heart. That's from Steve Cass. What about the panel? Look at this panel here, dude. I'm only kidding. I'm only busting. Steve, thanks so much, man. You've been a great guy. Sweet Chastity said, you missed me. No, I did say it. Maybe you just didn't hear it, but I don't. Again, thank you, Sweet Chastity. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Diamond, by the way, who's here and gave me a super chat. So I feel that, hey, she gave me a super chat. Oh, Megan just gave me a super sticker. I had to get to that. Hold on. Megan gave me a super sticker here, and I'm going to show that real quick. Here's Megan's super sticker with the fox. Thank you so much, Megan. You guys are just terrific with love. We all have love. It's great to see you here, Megan. Thank you so much. Sweet Diamond. Oh, did Diamond step away? Because I was going to give her the floor next. Diamond stepped away. Okay. So I'll give the floor to someone who I thought did a spectacular job on Zod's channel Monday night. I'm going to give her the floor. I'm going to give Diamond, and then I'm going to give Sarah, because I thought Sarah did a phenomenal kick-ass job Monday night. But here's Diamond Night. I just want to appreciate. Thank you, Diamond, so much. And I'm going to give you the floor now. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. It's just that it's a little bit of a mess over here. We don't have a lot of space, and my brother's dog over here is being a disaster. And I'm actually, there's a lot of things that pisses me off about the subpoena, about her subpoenaing all these 200 accounts. I didn't know about this till I saw eHacker's video, but apparently she subpoenaed Twitter around 9/11. Did you guys know she did that? Like, really? She doesn't even have respect for the people that people have been showing respect to for ages. She doesn't even know about that. Like, how much of an airhead can she show that she is? Like, really? I just can't imagine. I don't know. She keeps hitting a new low every single month that passes. Like, what's next? And I just don't know how she's actually going to get the identities of these people, because she's not.
That's what I can't. Look at us here now. There's 177 people alone, plus the 9 of us here. That doesn't include people who aren't here. And imagine if we all have Twitter accounts. What are you going to do? You're going to come after, look up for all us up and get all our information. Go ahead. We're real. We're right here on camera. I mean, how can I prove to you if this video, that's why I did this. If Twitter wants this video to say, look, here's 9 people in this stream and 170 some odd people in the chat. Are they fake? Do you think that I'm using some kind of computer and making these numbers up? No, these are real people. Look at them in the chat. These are real human beings. We're real.
Rob,
go ahead. Yes.
I think a lot of us are going to try to show up in Virginia and prove that we're not bots. I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of people show up there for JD, and it is what it is.
It's true. It's true. Go ahead. Okay. Sarah, I'm going to give you the floor. Go right ahead. You did a great job Monday night. Sarah, it's all you.
Oh, me? What did I do? I did nothing. I just spoke truth.
That's the best thing. You spoke the truth. And by speaking the truth, like I said Monday night, it'll set you free. You did a great job, Sarah.
Well, thank you. Going back to Diamond, she's an airhead. Absolutely. You're not going to get an argument out of me for that. It's the fact that it's Amber's world and we just live in it. Or at least that's what she thinks. We're tiny little minion ants, and she's the queen all of be all. And all I can see is when Twitter denied her access to all those names, I could just in my head see her, but I want it. Give it. I want it. Stomping her feet and crossing her legs and having a temper tantrum. And I'm Amber. Give it to me. I want it now. No, sweetheart. No, that's not how this works. And I could just see Twitter being like, shoo, go. You know, it's like Amber has this connection fit whenever she wants something and she doesn't get it. And she has this stomping her feet and hands on her hips or whatever. And then the rest of the world is like, you hear something? What is like that incessant buzzing that just doesn't go away? What is shoo? You know, we just gotta let it go. We just gotta pretend she doesn't exist, and then.
Did she freeze? She froze again. Ugh. All right, I don't know what happened. Maybe she's having internet problems. I don't know. She froze. Tiffany, are you till I get Sarah back? Tiffany, I haven't got you yet. Would you like to take the floor? Go right ahead.
Yeah, not a problem. Now, with Twitter, unfortunately, and I did do a video on this, they did go ahead and backpedal a little bit and sent her lawyers a response that, well, if you go about it this way and you make this motion and it gets approval from the judge, we are going to go ahead then and reach out for you to the 200 plus counts. And then once they reach out to those accounts, they then have 14 days in order to do a quash order. Anybody who doesn't get a quash order through, then Twitter would go ahead and provide the information pending on if the judge approves it or not. So that just recently came out, literally the day after that great response from Twitter. They did some major backpedaling. So that's been going on. And as far as what she actually thinks she's going to get out of it, say the judge does approve it. First of all, some of those folks that are on that list do happen, especially in the U.S., who have disabilities. They have built-in protections with, there's ADA, there's Disability Bill of Rights, and there's HIPAA laws. If they get a hold of those IP addresses, and people with pandemic are dealing with their medical information, then she can get hit really hard. So that's not going to really help her at all. She also has privacy laws in the EU and the UK that can hit her really hard. Plus, say those folks say, you know what? No, I'm going to show up and show I'm not a bot. And what will that do? At least 200 people with faces there showing that they are not bots. They are not bought and paid for, but they actually support net. This motion, it doesn't really help her case at all. That's just kind of my view on the whole thing.
I totally
think what
agree with you. I mean, I'm sorry, Rob. That's what I'm saying. There's something bigger than this, because if she's got that strong of a legal team, financed from we know who, they know she can't win against Twitter. They know she can't win against Disney. I don't know if it's a distraction or something else, but they know they can't win. I don't know. There's something going on there.
Sarah, go ahead.
I actually want to iterate on what Tiffany said. Now, I believe
go ahead.
Last night, I think I saw Nerd at Newsstand actually broke down the statement that Twitter said about if you go about doing it this way. And the way she broke it down, she pretty much broke it down pretty good. Basically, Twitter was trying to say, you could try to do it this way, but guess what's going to happen? You gonna get it. It's gonna blow up. Basically, Twitter kind of say you could do it this way or that way, but at the end of the day, it's gonna blow up in your face. It's basically Twitter was like, you can do it this way, but it's gonna blow up, backfire in your face.
Sarah, you got cut off. Do you want to say anything, Sarah? I felt bad. You got cut off there. Hold on, you're on mute. Go ahead. You can unmute yourself and then just let me know what you. Go ahead. It's all yours.
Which part did I get cut off at?
I don't remember. So go ahead, say whatever you want. Go ahead.
Oh no, really, all it's nothing. It's from what I understand, the lawyer that Amber had before did not want to go up against Disney, and that's why the lawyer dropped her. And this lawyer that she has now doesn't care about going up against Disney, which is mistake number one. You don't do that. I think I mean, this big conglomerate of a company, but she I think it was funny because actually going back to Nerdette's newsstand, actually I saw what Nerdette had said about the about Disney and everything that Amber wanted, and one word was missing out of the subpoena there, and the word was, I believe, all. And because the word all was missing, Disney handed over everything that she had asked for, and because it wasn't all of everything Amber wanted, she had yet again another conniption fit and wanted more, and Disney was like, you're not getting any more, that's it, that's all. And it wasn't good enough for Amber, because it's never ever good enough for Amber. And now she's going up against them, or trying to anyway, even harder, and her dummy lawyer is apparently not afraid to do it, and which, I mean, you got to be stupid to do that. But the way that Nerdette had said, she basically murdered her with words, which I think was fantastic, which is a fantastic way to put it, because they did. But going back to Twitter as well, like she's just trying so hard. She's grasping at air at this point. Like there's nothing left for her to hang on to. She's shredded everything she's ever had a hope in hell of grabbing onto, and now there's nothing left. And now she's free falling, and she's flinging her arms around in the air like a moron, hoping to just grab onto anything that might be dangling, to just grab hold and hope that that's gonna be her get out of jail free card, so to speak. If that makes any sense at all in my pea brain of a mind.
Totally. No, listen, it totally makes sense. And that's why you're all here, because everybody adds an element. Everybody's bringing something to the table that someone else might not know. To me, this is pretty educational, because I read something, someone else read something else, someone watched the video, and that's what's great. That's why I wanted to do this, to point out, she's grasping at straws. She's going after Disney. She's looking for any little thing like, we don't have much, so we got to come up with something. I know, let's subpoena everybody. Let's try to get body cams. Let's try from LA. Let's try to figure out there. Let's try to go after Disney, see if he was rude. Did he do drugs? Did he fight with anybody? They're grasping. They're grasping. They went through 60,000 text messages, and all they found was the argument about Paul Bettany. That's it, which he vented. That's venting to somebody. He didn't literally go out there and kill her and burn her and all. He was just angry, and he's entitled. That's his right to be angry, to vent to somebody. So she's just trying to find something to see, he does drugs. See, he smoked. See, he did this. And she's just like, I got to find something, because the evidence is so overwhelming. She can't come out with anything. And I agree with you guys. And how she's going to get a role
She's
with
worse. She's worse. She's worse in some aspects than he is. So that's like the pot calling the kettle black right there.
Absolutely.
I mean, she's just her name popping in my head gives me a migraine.
Well, I want Tammy to talk, because she hasn't had the floor, neither has JFD. So I think it's time to let Tammy talks about. Tammy talks about is here. Tammy,
Hi.
Hey, Tammy.
Okay. Several things, so I'll try not to forget everything. First off, supposed to have brownies for everybody. Didn't have time to cook them. Sent my husband to get brownies to come home with muffins. So I've got muffins for everybody. Okay. Now, I am an unpaid Russian bot sitting here listening to this chat, and let's see, there's several things I want to that I want to say. one, before I forget, where Sarah was talking about Nerdette. I believe Nerdette and Tug have both offered to do a charity fundraiser for anyone who might need legal fees. That if this does go that far and they get called to court over this. But y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Nerdette and Tug have both offered to do a charity live stream if needed to pay for legal fees. Okay. Going on, as far as Disney, you don't mess with the mouse. You just don't. That's, and like Sarah was talking about, they basically, they did say in the paperwork, they called it a blatant bait and switch. They said that the UK attorney, they had worked out what they were going to send. They were fine with it. Then the UK attorney left, and now this attorney is like, no, we want all. And that was the one word that was left out, was all. And they said that, they said in no uncertain terms, they quoted legal arguments and just made it clear that, no, we've gave you what we're going to give you. And as far as the wanting all, they were wanting also for the person who was in charge of getting all the documents to say that they have provided all communications that they had with Johnny. And they said legally they cannot do that. Plus they're a third party. You can't request that. Sorry, my phone's decided to die. And so, they really, like Nerdette said, they destroyed her with words. And as far as her attorneys, I have heard this argument put out, and I kind of am thinking there might be some weight to it. I have heard that they know that it's a losing thing, and they are trying to get fired. I don't know, that I've just heard that argument made, and that would make sense because they've made themselves out to look look at what they did with Adam Waldman. You can't tell me that they did not know that they were not sending his subpoena correctly. That doesn't, I know they're idiots, but they're pretty decent attorneys from what I understand. So I'm kind of thinking that argument that I heard that they're trying to get fired is starting to hold some weight. And let's see what else. Go ahead.
I was just going to tell you this, Tammy. It's funny. And I think I work in the courthouse. Okay. I can't tell you any attorney how many friggin' mistakes they make, because that's my job. My job is to go through all this stuff. I swear to you, and this is a story from last year, that an attorney gave me what's called a motion. That means you're asking the judge for something. And they put the date on July 4th. Does anybody not know what July 4th in the United States of America is?
That's
July
true.
4th is the 4th
a federal
of
holiday.
July.
Ain't nobody
Hello.
working. Judge is gonna look at you like, really? I'm not about to leave the barbecue for some damn
God,
motion.
I swear to God.
Miss me with the BS.
Yes.
I'm looking at the picture.
I knew she was gonna hit a new low. I knew it.
Rob, I know you had to been looking at that motion like, was it a male or female lawyer that handed that?
Female. It was a female.
I know you like this dumb bitch. Really? I'm glad I wasn't the one taking. I'm glad I'm not in the field right now doing that, because I would have stopped her. I'm like, hold on. You handing me this motion. Do you understand the date that you put up on here for this motion? You're not going to get it for that date. What did she say back? Did she say anything to you back?
Shit, no, it was just the normal, it was my paralegal. They made a mistake. They didn't look at, I was like,
oh no, boo-boo. The paralegal don't make a mistake.
I swear to you.
So she gonna blame the paralegal. The paralegal probably told her, now remember, the 4th of July is a holiday. You cannot date it the 4th of July. Because see, the paralegal's really not gonna date
4th of July.
Now, if the paralegal was a certified paralegal, then the certified paralegal would have dated it. But a regular paralegal that's not certified it has to be handed off to the lawyer for the final, before they could hand it to you.
Sandy, I swear to you, I'm telling you, these attorneys, I swear, in New York.
I know you be like, how did you pass law school?
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
your thoughts are like,
They put
how
things
the
in
hell
here.
did you pass law school?
It blows my mind. It blows. I can't believe what I'm reading sometimes. I'm like, are they serious? Like they're supposed to serve people, right? They don't serve them. They're just like, here, judge. I had things for another building that wasn't even close to my building. And do you know someone didn't? I'm gonna tell you this is a true story. Someone didn't catch that, and because they didn't catch it, those poor people went all the way to that building, which is at least an hour and a half away. They rushed to my building because they found that the case was being here. That was done on purpose. That was done. So the attorney, the little sneaky, underhanded thing, he said, I'm here. They're not. So you have to give me a judgment, judge, because they haven't shown. They would come in here sweating, crying to my room. They're like, where do I go? I said, go right upstairs. I'll call the judge. I called the judge, said they're coming up. And on the motion, it has a different building. Someone didn't catch that. And the judge is like, I got this. Don't worry, I'll handle it. I felt so bad.
And I bet you anything that judge reamed that lawyer for purposely doing. It's like, I know you purposely did this now. This is what we're not going to do.
And see, that goes to what I was talking about, that argument that I've heard that they're trying to get fired.
I think you're right, Tammy. Because, see, but the thing is, they can legally, like, if you watch Lost Beyond Pluto, who is an attorney in Australia, she even did a video on why Miss Kaplan recused herself. So she said, these are the legal reasons why a lawyer can recuse themselves. They can recuse themselves, but apparently they don't want to recuse themselves and they're committing career suicide and they want to mess up the law firm because after when all this is said and done, nobody's going to want to hire them. Nobody is going to want to go to that law firm. So that law firm is going to have to get shut down. Watch what I say. That law firm is going to get shut down. They already know you're going up against Benjamin Chew, the best lawyer in the United States of America. You don't get that title as a lawyer for being, as I say on many of the live chats and chat rooms, by being a mediocre lawyer. He's the creme de la creme, the top notch. That's why they know, because one, they got, if this wasn't a defamation case, if Jay didn't have a leg to stand on, we wouldn't be sitting in this defamation case. Because I know a lot of people in the chat rooms like, well, the op-ed, that thing never said his name. It doesn't make a difference because he was able to prove that op-ed costed him money. He lost the job at Disney because you already know Disney fired him because of that op-ed. And then I wouldn't be surprised the next thing coming out, oh, he's not done with her. He's not done with that thing because after the defamation case, he's going to go for breach of contract. Because that op-ed is a breach of their contract when they got a divorce. They both signed an NDA disclosure saying they will not discuss what went on in their marriage, what happened in the divorce proceedings. But because she decides she want to open her mouth and want everybody to feel sorry for it, bastard. But yeah. So, anyways. And now
it's very true. You're
and
right,
if EM don't wise up and stop funding it, he gonna mess up.
She got some. Sandy, she's got some. There is no reason that he wants to remain friends. He wanted to give her 24/7 security when she broke up. She's got some huge something on this guy, or he's just so blinded with love. It's one or the other. I don't know.
As I was telling Les backstage when we did the live Tuesday, I don't know if its head game is strong or if that thing's got that WAP apparently must not with JD because he referred to it as a flappy fish. so, so I don't know. And all I'm saying is it claims it's got something on Elon, unless it's gonna affect his business, Tesla. I'm thinking, like I said Tuesday to Les, who knows, it may be a sex tape. I'm like, that might increase your because everybody was like, so what kind of crap is Muskie into? Let me go see.
What
Nip
about
that in the bud. EM is the richest, just past Jeff Bezos as being the richest man in the world. You mean to tell me whatever she got held on you, Kim's like, F it, go do what you got because I'm about to wreck you. Because since she went after Disney and Twitter, Disney already said, and like I think somebody in the chat had mentioned, I forgot who it was, mentioned in the chat that I just lost my train of thought. They mentioned in the chat about how what was it? About that thing.
What about the embryos? Does anybody know about the embryos? Because I know nothing. I've heard about it so many times.
I've heard about it, but I really don't know what's going on with that one. And why he wanted to have kids with that thing.
Hold on. Diamond's got something. Let me hear. Diamond, what do you got? Go ahead.
I'm really curious about that because I'm wondering, does she even want children? I mean, children would actually hold her back, and
well, she might.
Yeah,
Diamond.
I wouldn't wish that on a child.
I saw you ask if she really wanted kids. I don't think she does. I think it's purely money with as far as that. But two, she got Pistol and Boo after the divorce. And I saw in one of our chat rooms that someone found the one that was Johnny's. Was it Boo that was Johnny's dog? They found it in a Texas animal rescue or something for adoption, and it was under Whitney's name. So yes. So I don't think she wants kids at all. If she can't even keep the two dogs and the one that she claimed to put to bed, she ain't gonna have no kid. I mean, God, the poor child. But
I wouldn't wish that on a child. I would. I pray that Muskie gets those embryos because and destroys them because he wants them destroyed. Because no way, no.
Well, and I think the thing with the sex tape has got a lot of weight because you think about it. She's already released one on OnlyFans. From what I hear, it's a nasty little self-sex thing, but that she does have.
Where'd you hear this one?
Yeah, I've heard. Oh goodness! I catch so many chats and so many lives. I don't know where I heard it, but I did hear. It might have been on Zod's chat the other night that she has released a OnlyFans video, and that it's possibly several years ago. It's her pleasuring herself, and that it's pretty creepy and nasty. Yes, I'm sorry for anyone who might have been eaten. I should have prefaced that
I'm
with
scarred for life. I'm scarred for life.
That is one thing that I will not go check out to see if it's true. I will take people's word for that one.
I just want to give
that would be the one thing that could really get Elon.
I just want to give Kaylee and JFD, they wanted to say something, so let me give them the spotlight. So Kaylee, you could go first, and then JFD, you go. I just want to give everybody a chance. Go ahead, Kaylee.
I reckon the embryos, if it is true, then basically she just has them as an insurance policy. Do you know what I mean? Like when Johnny Depp lost all that money, she was thinking, how can I get some money behind me now? And obviously, with Elon, he loves having kids, and I reckon at one point he was in love with her like a puppy dog, and saw the dream and really did want children. And she probably said, I don't want children right now. And she's, I think she's just this manipulative person who plans everything in advance. And they're not together. Why is she still wanting him? Do you know what I mean? Like, why would you? I don't understand that. I think it's just an insurance policy, and it's just about the money. If it's true, basically, that's my thought on it.
JFD, you're up.
Well, yeah, for the Twitter stuff, I was like, that's a bunch of BS, and I also, yeah, don't ever mess with Disney. Even if sometimes I do not like Disney either, but don't exactly don't want to mess with them because they are a big, huge corporation. They technically are the reason why we have pretty much entertainment. So it's pretty much you're screwing with you're screwing with Hollywood mostly when you're trying to be part of Hollywood, and I'm positive she won't be probably doing any Disney movies because of this.
I want to iterate on that one, JFD, because that's what I meant to try to say. Someone in the chat earlier had mentioned that because that thing is going out for Disney. Disney knows everybody in Hollywood. So if you burn your bridge with one company, you burnt it with all. So the next thing, I'm going to laugh my ass off when Warner Brothers drop that thing. Because they're like, okay, you done went after Disney. Yeah, no, we can't work with you. And like I said, there's a loophole to everything. That thing's insurance company can drop her, because if the insurance company dropped that thing can't work in Hollywood, period. And if you go to another insurance and they don't want to work with you, that's a done deal. You cannot work in Hollywood without being insured. Then you burn your bridge with one, you burn it with all.
True. Tiffany, you want to say anything?
Oh, I mean, obviously, other than her burning her bridges with, like, literally everyone, all those wonderful rumors, she's going to be in Marvel, she's going to be a Disney princess, she's going to be in all these Disney movies. I'm like, really? They're really going to put her in anything? Oh, can you not hear me?
Can hear you loud and clear, Tiff, and you're right. I agree with you. And I don't know why she would do something. I was going to say that. I don't know why she would do something stupid to come after a company like Disney. And Margot Robbie, rumor, was saying that she was going to try to get her in, which I whatever. And I'm like, okay, so now after that, now you go after the company that you might need? Why would you do that?
Anybody think that Disney is thinking about Depp again just to kind of get back at her maybe a little bit for daring to bring them into her mess?
Yep, exactly. They're like, look, JD, look, we sorry, man. Can you forgive us? Now, the only time if I was JD, I'm like, I'll forgive you. Here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to up my pay. Plus, you're going to need to written and publicly apologize to me in order for me to come back as Captain Jack Sparrow. If you can't do now one of those two things, sucks to be you.
Look, everybody here, and I'll take a quick vote with just the panel alone. Bottom line, Margot Robbie or Johnny Depp, who are you going to see in the next movie? You guys just tell me.
Johnny
My baby
Depp.
daddy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
My future husband.
There is no pirate without Captain Jack.
You cannot, and Disney knows this. You cannot do Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny Depp. And here's another thing. What a lot of people don't realize, the actual way they wanted Johnny to play Captain Jack Sparrow is based on another character he played. They wanted, in actuality, Disney wanted Johnny to play Captain Jack Sparrow as a Don Juan. He played Don Juan DeMarco. So basically, they pretty much wrote Captain Jack Sparrow from off of one of his characters, movie characters. So regardless if he'd have played it Don Juan and played it like this, it's gonna be him regardless. Because I was sitting there pondering, I'm like, wait a minute. They wanted him to play Captain Jack Sparrow to be a womanizing pirate, like a Don Juan DeMarco. I'm like, that's one of his characters. Wow, Disney. You put some thought into that. JD's like, no, one. And I'm pretty sure JD caught that, like, no, because that's still going to be another one of my characters. We're just going to make him look like a drunken fool.
Well, yeah, you remember that Disney didn't even understand what Johnny was wanting to do with Captain Jack. They were like, well, what is this? And he just put out, this is the way I'm going to do it.
Drunken gay pirate? Yeah. And Johnny said all of his characters he's played is LGBT.
Yeah. And, look at, it's made over $1 billion, the franchise. And I just want to say one more thing, and then I'm going to mute again. Lisa, I love what you said about his music. And I have thought about that, I don't know if y'all know, I just covered Give Me Some Truth today. Check my video out. Shameless plug. But anyway.
Plug yourself, Tammy. Plug yourself, girl.
Good. But, when I was looking into that video, I started researching some of his music, and I didn't even get into it on the video. But, oh, my God, at the music he's done. I knew he had been doing music. That's what he originally came to Hollywood for.
That's his first love.
But and I had no idea at the amount of music that he's either played on, sang on, produced, written. If you look at his career, I found like a credits list of music that's been credited to him. Basically, every year since the year he came to Hollywood, he has been credited for at least one thing, if not more, while in Hollywood on music. So I'll let everybody else talk now.
Tammy, on that, there's I forgot what song it was, but it was one of the rock bands that I think he did what is it called, a slack key guitar? You're muted, Tammy. You're muted. It's the
I'm trying to think of the guitar.
That he actually, and he played the slack key guitar on that group's song that's on their album. So yeah, music was his one love. He even said it in many interviews where, hey, music is my number one. Being a starving musician in LA, he's like, I only got into acting to pay the bills. That's all. And then after that, they loved how he performed. They like, and it just stuck with him.
One thing I did find that I did not realize, and I'm trying to find my notes here on it, but I thought that was really neat. Was everyone aware that he was on when Carly Simon redid her You're So Vain? Everybody remember Australia? He's on that. And
really? Hold on.
Yes, and I'm trying to find my note because I saw that somewhere. I'm thinking I'd like to kind of tie that together, depending on the time and on the year. And I'm trying to find my notes, which they're all bunched together. But if the timing is right, that could be a really interesting thing to dive into. But he was definitely, because when I saw it and wrote it down, I was like, Australia. The writing on the wall. Wow. So, yeah, his music is amazing. And just the amount of stuff he's done throughout his career with music. Hollywood Vampires, yes. Oh, my God, I love Hollywood Vampires. Yes, that is my alarm sound at night.
I listen to Heroes to fall asleep.
Okay.
That Heroes is beautiful.
I just had to get into this, so give me a second. So Billy's Boxing Gym writes, Johnny Depp, how about this, is not innocent in all of this. He hit her as much as she hit him. Wow, now you really open up the can of worms. And I'd like to know, where do you get this bit of information from? Where did you, I'm going to prove it to you right off the bat. If you actually listen and educate yourself and do your homework, in the recording, she never says, I hit you because you hit me. I hit you because I had to defend myself. You never heard her say this statement. And if you pay attention, think outside of a box, you will know that she never said, oh, I had to defend myself. Oh, and if you look at the bruises, and one day an attorney who works with her said the next day there was nothing. There was nothing. A nurse said the only thing I saw was a bit lip, which she did herself. So please get your facts straight. Please educate yourself. Listen to the recordings. Listen to the witness statements. Listen to the police officers. How much more evidence do you need? That's fine if you don't want to believe you're a Amber Heard fan. Great. That's great for you. I'm not going to argue that. Whatever it is, it is. But come on. How do you not see it? How can you not see all the evidence presented unless you're not really looking into this stuff? I'm sorry. I don't get it.
Rob,
Yeah.
I suggest for Billy's Boxing Gym, go to Incredibly Average's channel and listen
I was about
to
to say
all the
that.
audio. And if you can come back after you listen to all of that and see all the videos that he's made based on the facts of this case, not just hearsay or what he wants, it's all based on the facts. If you can come back to that and tell me that you still think that Johnny's ever done anything to her on purpose, especially hit her, then, hell, I'll buy you a beer. But no, it ain't, you will have your mind changed. That, or you're actually the turd, and, we don't need no shit in this stream.
That's true. Listen, I just want to give Diamond a chance because, she hasn't had a chance. Go ahead, Diamond. Feel free. Go ahead.
Well, I was a little bit caught by surprise by Billy there. By now, a lot of people may not be aware of the case entirely, but they are aware of the general gist of it. Like, it's already proven that Amber Heard said in her words that she started a physical fight, that she is the one who hit him. And every time when Johnny Depp asks her, do you believe that you're the abuser? Crickets. Why does she suddenly not want to answer that question?
Listen, Billy.
This question she doesn't want to answer.
Listen. Why? Exactly. Billy, I don't know if you ever been hit before. I have. Okay, I have. I've been hit. And I've said this numerous times, but it must be the first time you're here. Okay? Did I hit my woman back? No. No, I did not. I got the hell out of there the minute she scratched my eyes out. And you know who was waiting outside for me? The NYPD. That's who was waiting for me. I was bleeding. My ribs were hurt. I never hurt her. And when she came down the stairs, the cop said, well, guess what? Miss, either we bring you downtown or you let him get his stuff out of your apartment. So before you say, did Johnny hit it? Did Johnny hit her? Who's in the hospital with a chopped off finger? Amber Heard or Johnny Depp? Who? Tell me who it is. Tell me who. Please. Don't tell, oh, he hit her back. He hit her back. When? When did she say this? When did she state this? Please. I mean, guy, you got to educate yourself here.
Robbie, he has a wrench. That guy, he has a wrench, so nobody can kick him out.
Well, it's fine. I'm not going to kick him out. I think he's entitled to his opinion. And that's
okay.
Fine.
I want to say something.
As long as he doesn't curse anybody out, as long as he doesn't put anybody down, I have to respect that. I respect. You can come in this channel and not agree with me, and I respect that. So that's his opinion, and that's fine. That's.
I want to say something in refers to that. Billy Boxing Gym. Let me explain something to you. This is from a legal perspective. The photos that thing had posted of its injured face. Now, keep in mind, Johnny wears rings on his hands. Now, those rings are very distinctive. So if he, God forbid, was to haul off and punch her and hit her, Billy Boxing Gym, on those photos, you would see the imprints of his jewelry. Even if he didn't have jewelry on, you're going to see, and let me turn the light on, you're going to see finger imprints. This imprints if he punched or slapped her. There's no markings on her face. So I'm like, and you have like 20, 30 witnesses can testify he never raised his hand to him. Heck, his children even came out. I was like, he don't even raise his voice when we do something wrong. So if he don't raise his voice to his own kids, his or to anybody, you know, he might, you know, there might, with that thing, he might have cursed her out because, you know, after a while, after from being a punching bag, because if you go on to look at some of the witness statements, one of the witnesses said, Billy, Boxing Jim, that JD came to him and confronted, is like, at one point in time, he allowed her to hit him to get out her frustrations. But once he got tired of being a punching bag, he was like, you know, I'm about to leave. He always left this situation. Anytime she wanted to try to get physical or start throwing something, he's gonna take the high road and walk away. So educate yourself, sir.
But look at what everybody's saying. Look at LC. She's on the record saying she had a broken nose, split lips, and on and on and on. Virtually no evidence. And for someone trying hard to build evidence, she didn't get it done. And this is exactly right. If I got abused and I'm stuck in a house or I'm trapped like she claims with millions of dollars that she has, but I don't know how anybody could be trapped. I'm sorry. A normal person, yes. A person like her, no. Johnny didn't say you have to stay here. Johnny didn't say, oh, you're stuck here. She could have left anytime she wanted. He's filming. He's on location. Did he tie her to a bed and cuff her and leave her there? No. She had the freedom to do whatever she wanted to do. And she makes all these claims, but where is it all? Why didn't you send your photos to your mother and father and then delete it so they had it? Send it to someone you trust. Hell, you could have sent it to Musk. You wanted us to, you know, here, Elon, boo, do me a favor, boo. Keep this. I'm deleting it from my phone. Boom. And at least he has it. So if you're hurt, you show it, you reveal it, send it to someone. He was out for hours filming. You had your opportunities. There was plenty of opportunities to show the public. You want to show how bad you beat? Why are you there? Show it. Come on now. Come on, please. I'm sorry. I'm frustrated. I'm going to let Tiffany say something. Tiffany, you want to say something, Tiff? And then on my Keely too.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, but if the audios themselves, if her words coming out of her mouth do not convince you, I don't know what else will. Two main things. A, she is screaming at him for running away every fight. She even screams, it doesn't always get physical. Why are you running away then? That's in the audio. Number 2, she admits to starting physical fights with him. Not once, not a single time in hours and hours and hours of audio does she ever say, hey, wait a minute. What about this time, that time, this time, and you hit me like this and give examples? That never happens. JD, on the other hand, he's got examples. He remembers. If she had broken ribs, like I've said in one of Stevie's streams before, my mom is a radiologist. She takes care of bones for a living. If you had broken ribs, a broken nose, you wouldn't be going onto a talk show. It would be painful for you to even breathe or move. You're not going to be walking around in heels. You're going to be in a hospital because you're going to be in a massive amount of pain. If the audios don't convince you, if the timelines with the bruising and the incidents don't convince you, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, good. Listen, I just got to get this super chat again from Sweet Chastity. It's the third time. Thank you, Sweet Chastity. She says, I tracked IA's video 37 times. She says he runs and split. Now, let me tell you something, Miss Boxer. You're a boxer. That's great, man. You're tough. And I understand what you're saying. You said you got hit by a lot of people. And yeah, okay. I understand that. But here's the thing. Did you have a vodka bottle thrown at you with your finger bare? No, right? vodka bottles are really heavy. I don't know if you've ever held one, had one. I'm telling you, I have one right inside. If I threw this, I could kill somebody with it. I don't care if you're a boxer. I don't care who you are. If I throw that at you and hit you in the head, you're dead. You're dead. There is no ifs, no ands, no buts about it. Okay? When you get bruised, and I'm talking scratches, you don't have protection on. I played hockey. I've been hit when I was hockey. I had all this equipment on. I've been hit lots of times. I had big guys deck me. It happens. But I had no bruises. Why? Because I had all the equipment. I was just winded. That was it. It's part of the game. So, yeah, I didn't have bruises. But this woman literally took his finger off. Bottom line, she took his finger off, dude. I don't know how much more we could all prove it to you. But if you believe in her, hey, man, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. That's your God-given right to believe that. Just there's not enough evidence here. You have witnesses. She defecated on a bed, dude. Do you do that? Do you go to your girlfriend's house and say, hey, I'm going to take a crap on a bed, honey? How's that? Let's roll around in the dew. Come on. Who does that? Who does it because you don't get your way? Who brings dogs to Australia when you know the policy? You're told, do not bring the dogs because this is our rules. She didn't care. She knew it. She threatened her employees and said, if you do anything and you tell Johnny, you're fired. I will fire you.
Billy,
now think about come on.
He asked him letting him on one of the streams one day. Why don't you come on to the stream now, Billy? Because I would love to hear. Drop the link for Billy.
Yeah. But let me say.
Because I would love to. I would. Yeah, because with the amount of evidence against that thing, yeah.
If he does come on the stream, though, I would ask, when his first comment came up and I said, are you AH? That was a joke. And then when he called us a bunch of people, let's try to not have the name calling. Let's have a discussion like everybody's doing.
If you're going to get to
so if you do come on the stream,
that's
we'll talk about it. And I mean, as you can see, everybody here is willing to give you piece after piece of evidence. And if you've got something to say that would convince us otherwise, then we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to understand why you feel that way.
Providing some
There's
facts
multiple pictures as well.
I dropped it, by the way. The link is there. You can come on. You want to come up, but don't curse people out. You curse people out, you're off. Just don't do that. We're not cursing you out. We're just saying how we feel. You want to come on and state something? There's the link. I can see it right in front of my face. Just come on. Click the link. Come on. It's no problem. Anybody else want to say something? Please go right ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying there's loads of pictures of when they've been to events and Johnny Depp is covered in bruises. She's got bruises on her hands with attempted makeup trying to cover him. And I don't understand as well, how can she fail at putting makeup on her hand, a makeup artist, but apparently they can cover up a broken nose and 2 black eyes, but she can't cover bruises on her knuckles.
Everybody's laughing. Let me leave the super chat. He says she didn't shit in the bed. She has a fecal phobia. But yeah, sure. Anytime she's walking a dog and almost choking the dog, and she's holding the feces in a bag while walking this dog, but yet she claims that she has a phobia. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Come on. Gelt said
He's
it perfect.
defending Elon right now.
Yeah. Also with that, as far as that, to touch on what Keely was saying, I just draw a blank. Jeez, why am I drawing a blank? I knew what I was going to say, but that's what I meant to say. Now that thing claimed that it had 2 black eyes, a broken nose, bruised ribs the day before the incident, before she went on to James Gordon. Can somebody please make this make sense? How in the hell are you going to have 2 black eyes, a broken nose, bruised ribs, when you damn sure wouldn't be able to move? You wouldn't have been able to talk if you had a broken nose. and 2 black eyes, you could definitely see. Your face wasn't even swollen. If you look at the picture of Rihanna when Chris Brown abused her, that's what her face would have looked like, even if she had makeup on. Her face would have been puffed up like a pumpkin head. So
Yeah.
how are you able to go on a talk show, but yet you had 2 black eyes, a broken nose, some bruised ribs, and the shirt she was wearing, you would have seen the bruises.
The makeup artist couldn't even cover up acne.
Exactly.
Can someone please make that make sense? Because I'm still trying to figure out how
like
that
you said, Sandy.
how
I'm
that
not
miracle.
streaming tomorrow, Billy. I'm not streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's members only. I'm not streaming tomorrow.
Like you said, Sandy, if her nose was broken, you think about it would have been spread all the way across her. Yeah, well, if her nose would have been broken, it would have been spread all the way across her face. And even if she did have a makeup artist that was good enough to cover up any bruising, there would have been no covering up smelling. And as far as her ribs, I have cracked 3 of my ribs, and I'm gonna tell you, there was no deep laughter at any point for weeks. For weeks, it was all I could do to take a deep breath. So
And plus, you ain't been able to hide because she had a broken nose.
You can't even move your nose. You wouldn't be able to do the facial expression she did in the
You couldn't even smile.
All the scrunching up she did as well.
You couldn't smile. I'm like, so I'm trying to make that make sense, and I'm looking at going over the deposition of that thing, and I'm like, bless your heart, you trying it.
Look, again, I'm going to say this. Like, in my Star Wars fandom, right, we have different people who like different movies, who like different things, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. No one's wrong. But when you start name calling people, it seems like, okay, so do you not have something on this? I would never name call people. If you have something I don't have, okay, all right, there's something I got to look into. There's something I got to consider. I might not know that. And you're entitled to your opinion, and that's fine. Now, if you ask me when I'm streaming next time because you don't want to come on today, fine. I'm coming on Wednesday night. That's my next stream. I don't stream every day. I have a lot going on. I have a full-time job. I have family. I have people on Twitter. I have comments to answer, videos to make. It's a lot going on. So I just want to clear the air. So that next time you want
Billy,
to come,
everybody's different on the
I respect you. By the way, I want to clear I wanted to say this. Lastly, I respect if that's your opinion, I respect it. You know why? Because we have to. The problem is people don't respect each other's opinions, and then they want to kick the crap out of everybody. That's not the solution. If we either agree to disagree, or maybe you say something that makes me say, "Oh, wait a minute, yeah, okay, you got a good point there," and maybe I say something back that you say, "Oh, crap." Just keep an open mind. That's all I could ask. I'll be doing a stream Wednesday. You want to come on with me and Gary? Come on. I mean, what can I say? Okay, so let's continue. JFD, I really didn't get a lot from you today. Lisa, I don't know. I guess she kind of disappeared. So JFD, I want to hear from you. Go ahead. Come on, voice your opinion. Get it out there.
Well, yeah, that was name calling not good. When I actually finally listened to the 2-hour audio, she
called him a baby. Yeah, she
she called him a baby, but I mean, like, every time she talked made my blood boil.
Yeah. How about the fact I love
all she did was yelling, and he's saying it nice and calmly.
His demeanor was perfect. Yeah, you're right. His demeanor was perfect, and she said to him, "I didn't deck you." He's like, "Did you want to deck me? Was that your goal? Was your goal to? I don't want to deck you. I leave because you start physical fights. I don't want to be the guy who pops the wife." How does anybody not grasp that? As a man, I will tell you, I don't want to hit my wife. I don't want to hit my girlfriend. I'd rather do what he did. I got to go. If it's going to get physical, I'm going. You want to hit me, but I'm going to the door. Because I, number one, don't want to hurt you. Number two, do I want to be arrested? Number three, would I want to ruin my career? There's a lot to think about there. Why would you want to hit somebody? You love them. Johnny loved her. He even said during the end of the call, even if we divorce Amber, I still love you. I love you. It was heartbreaking. His heart was so into her. Why would he want to hit her? So if it doesn't work, we'll settle this privately and have a good
To,
life.
to answer Karen C's question, Karen Hillock, he pretty much called us stupid people. That's what he said. It's a germ. It's an informal British term as to refer as a stupid person when you call someone a pillock. Yeah, it's called. Yeah, they don't call me Perry Mason for nothing.
Wait, who said that? Wait, say it again, Sandy. I didn't catch that.
Because Billy Boxing Gym had referred to us as pillocks, and so Karen C had asked what was that. So of course me, you know me, got to do my little investigative skills. Perry Mason. So I googled. So it's a noun. It's an informal British term for stupid person.
Well,
so he basically called us stupid person.
Well, let's see.
Bless your heart, Billy. You have a blessed day.
Yeah.
You have a very blessed day.
Let's move that. We don't need more crap.
And moving around.
Yeah, we've had enough crap. Let's just. But okay. You know, we're talking about evidence. We're talking about her so-called beatings. Every time, we'll go into the recordings. How about that, Billy? Maybe we could help you out, and we're going to help you
and
out.
And also, Rob, to iterate on that, also, you got that thing's deposition and that thing and its freeloading friends' statements, every time they recall the incidents, each time it's different. Whereas on JD's team, and his witnesses, they're all consistent verbatim. Whereas, and if you go on to, and Billy Boxing Gym, if you go on to Spiritually Empowered Coaching, she actually breaks down each incident and points out the inconsistencies. If you go on to Lost Beyond Pluto, who is a lawyer in Australia, she breaks it down on a legal terminology of the evidence that thing presented compared to JD's evidence. And let me break it down to you. You're entitled to your opinion, Billy, but the evidence doesn't lie. And the evidence is pointing with the 2 audio that was released February of last year. It turned out he wasn't the perpetrator. That thing was the perpetrator. So, you know what, and that thing's statements are inconsistent every time it tells the story. And this is in the VA trial. This is where Benjamin Chew is going to tear her entire story apart.
Listen, I'm just going to
blank period.
I'm just going to say this real quick, okay? Johnny Depp, a lot of people, Johnny Depp fans, a lot of people here, domestic violence victims. Some people have said suicidal tendencies. Some people here because they've been bullied. That's why we're a great community. We've all been through something. One of those have affected us in some major way. Even if you're a Johnny Depp fan, let's say that's all you're here for, and that's fine if that's the reason you're here. But if you heard that Johnny beat the hell out of her, she had marks all over, she was in the hospital. I guarantee you, we all would have been doing the Amber Heard stream. We all would have been the opposite direction. We all would have been backing her up. We all would have been behind her. You know, and I'm not, listen, am I a Johnny Depp fan? I've seen his movies. I like Edward Scissorhands and the Pirates movies. Yes, I've liked that. But, you know, I got into this because, first of all, I've been a domestic violence victim. I've been there. Okay. Second of all, a lot of us, it took me a long time to come out with it. Why? Because you're a male. You don't want to be, it's not a macho thing to admit. It's hard to admit something like that. Oh, I've been beat by a girl anyway. You know, but if I admit it, then, you know, you think mentally, it mentally plays with your mind. So you try just to black out that, you know, these are things as a man, you try to black out. But you could, as a man, you're always the abuser. You're never the abused. You know why? Because we're bigger and we're stronger and all this other stuff. Okay, great. But it goes
okay,
both ways,
to answer Ginger 67's question, yes. no matter where you're at, if you are a professional boxer, all boxers have to register their hands because their hands is a weapon. Same with MMA fighters. MMA fighters and martial artists have to register their entire body as a weapon because they can use, MMA fighters and martial artists can use their entire body to take you down. A boxer uses his fist. So every boxer in this country, no matter where they're from, have to have their hands registered because their hands are considered a deadly weapon.
Yeah, and this guy here, this guy could tell you that he's into MMA. I'm sure he would know about too. And there's a guy I know who is a boxer who used to, he used to kick people's butts. I can tell you that the guy's man. He's massive, but this is what they have to do. Sandy's right about that. Listen,
Rob, can I
everybody,
say one more thing?
say whatever you like. Go right ahead.
Well, everybody's giving Billy all these wonderful forms of ways to find out that, we've all looked into this. And as you said, Rob, all of us have either been a victim or have been, all of us has been one of the things you mentioned or all of the above. And this community, we've all looked into this case. We've all seen the tapes. We've all heard the audio. We've all seen all of this. And we're not trying to bully you in any way. We're trying to just give you the facts.
Yes, the information.
And if you don't want to believe any of that, just think about this for a second. What kind of person lies and says they gave money to a children's charity, children that are dying of cancer? If a person can do that, do you not think they can lie about being abused? Would you believe any word that comes out of her mouth after that? And there's proof of that. There is proof from the charity that she supposedly and has went on record saying she gave money to, and they contacted her and said, are you going to give us any money? Because we haven't got any, except for the $100,000 that Johnny gave us. So, I just wanted to say that, and I just want to let you know, we're not trying to jump on you. We're trying to just give you the facts.
Yeah, listen, if you don't agree, you don't agree. That's entirely your opinion. You're entitled to that. But just look at it. Take a minute, go off stream, don't get frustrated. Go look at everything. I did 90 videos. How are we supposed to believe someone? Seriously, how are we supposed to believe someone when we constantly
lies about charity
in a lie? Yes, lie. Johnny offered her when he settled. He said, "Look, I will directly pay them. You have nothing to worry about. I'll take the money. I'll directly send it to them. I'll write them a check. Done deal." Oh, no, because it's going to be a tax write-off. And if that's the case, that's not an agreement. And you'll have to pay $14 million. So, again, excuses and BS. This is a person who craps to someone's bed. That alone should tell you who you're dealing with, man. Who does that? Who does this kind of thing as an adult? Or even as a child? I never had my child crap in the bed. Maybe an infant, but that's why you have diapers, man. Seriously. We don't have diapers. So, how on earth could you believe someone who consistently over and over and over again does nothing but tell lies and then gets caught in the act and has nothing, runs into hiding? And that's why we're here. That's why this group is here. That's why this community is here. We're fighting for one thing, because we want the true person speaking for us, not the fake person who gets $25,000. We don't want her speaking because we know she's full of shit. She lies, man. She lies, and it's been proven over and over and over again. Over and over, she lies about the beatings. She lies about the money. What more and it's been proven. It's been proven. How much more can we prove to you? Do your homework. There's nothing more to say. I have yet to have someone to show me evidence.
Like you said, Rob, educate yourself.
Yes, educate yourself. That's what.
Tammy, I wanna to go back to your comment about the music. I did look up about the You're So Vain. It was in 2012 that JD and Marilyn Manson did a cover of Carly Simon's You're So Vain. And also Johnny's son, Jack, was on the song as well. So it was in 2012 that him and Marilyn Manson did a cover, Carly Simon's cover of You're So Vain.
I knew there was something in my notes about that from earlier. And I was like, when I saw You're So Vain, Carly Simon, You're So Vain, I was like, oh my God. But yeah, thank you for looking that up for me because I still hadn't found it in my notes.
Thank
I'm
you,
sorry,
Jasmine.
I'm trying to catch it.
Thank you.
I'm trying to catch
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, read Jasmine's comment. Anyone who has ever been
Thank you,
abused
Jasmine.
only needs to listen to Amber on that tape with Johnny to know exactly who the abuser is, and it's not Johnny. Yeah, I had to put that up there. I had to put that.
Yeah.
Here's another thing I wanted to point out. Okay, she fights for Johnny to be married to her, and 1 month later, 1 month later, the witness is the guy who works in the friggin' building called the concierge. Okay, Elon Musk, a private entrance that only someone can get to if they have authority and a key fob. He has a key fob. He's allowed up into the penthouse that only Johnny and Amber have. How is this possible? How is this possible? Then you say, well, how do you know? Did you look at the pictures? Go look at images of Elon Musk, Amber Heard in the elevator. Look at the images. If you need to see the videotape, go
Photos
to YouTube.
and videos don't lie.
Now, why, while Johnny Depp is taping the 5th Pirates movie, a guy you wanted to marry so bad, you were so in love with, why would you have another man in your apartment 1 month into your marriage? Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question.
Please, Rob, make that make sense.
And not only...
Please make that make sense.
And if you look at the pictures... Listen, they're not on opposite ends of the elevator. She's got her back against him, and he's holding her. She's holding him. If my wife did that to some other guy, man, I'm out. I'm out. What do you? It's obvious you're cheating on me. It's obvious. I don't want. Oh, it's a friend. That's some friend. Why do you need me around if you have a friend like that?
And
You
she's
don't need me
naked as a
around.
jaybird. All she's wrapped up in is a blanket. You can tell she ain't got a stitch of clothes on.
Please, yeah. That's another great point. Look what she's wearing. You wear that with a friend around? Oh, come on. How gullible can you be? You have to be one of the most gullible suckers around if you think for 1 second that her, and then all of a sudden, the minute your relationship's over, bam, you're with Elon Musk. Bam, just magically. And the concierge says, I saw them. And guess what? She had a little girl come up. Her name, not a little girl. I'm talking about another girlfriend come over. Her name was Cara something or other.
Cara Delevingne.
Thank you.
Cara Delevingne.
And she all of a sudden is now up. What are you doing in his apartment? Why are the three? If they were smart, if they had any brains to her head, she would have left the apartment and went to Elon Musk's place. Because then you wouldn't have had all that evidence, right? But no, she's pretty stupid, thinking she's not going to get caught. And she got busted with a capital B. I don't care. Good for Elon. He had a threesome. He had a twosome, whatever. Good for him. He's not a fool.
And plus, to add to that, Rob, I think he had I think I really strongly feel that JD has nanny cams in all 5 penthouses. That's what I feel in the VA trial. All that's gonna come out because we gonna see who really popped the squat in the bed, who was all up in there, who was frolicking around.
I got very little time left, so I really want to get everybody to give their last thoughts on this before we go. And I want to shout out everybody. And listen, I love this. If you guys ever want to come on again or do this again, I love it. You guys are fantastic. So we're going to start. I'm going to start from the bottom to the top. I'll go last, obviously. So Diamond, you get the stage. You get to go first. You can say whatever you please. And thank you again for the super chat. It's always nice to you. Thank you so much. Go ahead. You're up.
Elon actually tried to excuse himself from that, being seen with Amber in the penthouse, because apparently those cameras didn't have any dates. That doesn't matter. It was still the camera to Johnny Depp's penthouse. What were you doing there with her? That doesn't excuse. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter. Because, I mean, as far as we're concerned, the tapes that are going to be shown in VA are going to have the dates. And on top of that, he had been cheating with her since the beginning of their marriage. And he actually criticized another person for adultery.
Yeah, and forget about the tapes. How about the people who witnessed it, like the people who worked there? They were told that they can't allow anybody up unless they have her permission. The guy said, she gave me her permission. He doesn't want to get fired from his job, but if she gave him the permission, he's allowed to bring up whoever she said. And she said Musk. And he said, okay, if he comes, he has permission to come to the penthouse.
Musk
1 month in.
Franco.
Yeah, and Franco. Yeah, I didn't even get to that. Thank you, Diamond. Thank you so much for being here. I was really happy. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Always love having you on. Tiffany, it's your turn. Say whatever you like.
All right. Well, in regards to Billy, who's been in the chat, before you come on Wednesday, you don't even have to go to Incredibly Average's site on YouTube if you feel like his opinion is biased. You can actually look up on Google and get the recordings as they were exactly in the court. Please just listen to those, and not just listen to those, but also take a look at the argument, not just from her side and what she in the media says, but also take a look unbiasedly the arguments from Johnny's side too. I'm not saying that that's going to change your opinion, but at least it will give you more of a well-rounded idea of what's actually going on before you come on with Rob on Wednesday. In regards to the evidence, you have elevator footage of her with Franco and with Musk. You have the audios. You have the pictures of JD's face, not just the ones he took himself, but pictures of him on the red carpet that other people have taken from him as well. You have friends that have come forward, not that many, but the few that have come forward since all of this came out. All of them have backed Johnny, and more crazy than anything, all of his exes have come out to defend him. How many people have exes that would come out and defend you of their own volition, not even asked, but would automatically step forward? Most exes, even my exes, they would have an axe to grind, and they would blame my diagnosis, they would blame my mom, they would blame all kinds of things and tell you I was crazy. And they're not going to line up to be defending me. But here's this guy and all of his exes from his 20 years up coming out and saying, that is not the man we know. So that says something about the person who is being accused of these things. It also shows there's no history. Abusers have history, even if that history is hidden. All abusers have history. All the evidence all together shows that there is something very wrong with her story. So just take a look at the argument from his side as well as her side. Compare. Listen to the audio, even if you want to listen to it directly from the court. You don't want to go on to another Depp supporters channel. I get that. And then form a more well-rounded opinion, as it were. Maybe you might catch something that we didn't.
Sounds good. I'm down with that. I agree 100%. Oh, I just want to say, Bridget, you said, thank you so much. She said, thanks for another great live. I emailed you about 2.5 weeks ago. Well, I'll have to look because I didn't see it. Sorry, I'll have to check it out, Bridget. I'm sorry, but thank you. I appreciate it. I'll have to check my email after the stream. I just didn't catch it. I'm so sorry. Billy said he'll be here Wednesday. Fine. Come to the chat Wednesday. I'll drop the link. Unless you have a Twitter, you want to hit me up on Twitter, you know my Twitter. Just hit me up. Lisa, you've been very quiet, extremely quiet and off camera. What do you want to say?
I apologize. My granddaughter popped in and I thought my son was going to be here. She's only 2, so she's quite a handful. As far as AH, there's something wrong with her. I think there's something wrong with her. I think I think she has a history of problems. And I think that when she started all this with JD, I think she didn't know she was going to lose him. I don't think she thought that he would leave her because he was very much in love with her. And I think oh man, I think her culmination, I worry something bad's going to happen to somebody or to herself. And I don't want that to happen. And I just feel something coming up in her that's not going to be good. I just have a funny feeling.
Guys, they are trying to do something. I haven't read into it yet, but I will. There's a lot of reading. There's a lot of subpoena stuff I have to really dive deep into. I'll read it over the next couple of days. Yeah, they're trying to use every angle. They're trying to look up anything, like Sandy and others have said before. It's like a needle in a haystack. They did what? Let me see the LAPD body cam. Let me see if he talked to actors or actresses, or if he was violent, or he did drugs on sets, or all this stuff. They're really trying to find anything they could grasp at this point. But speaking of Sandy, go ahead, Sandy. Say what you got to say.
Okay, to touch on what Tiffany has said about domestic violence survivors. Now, I'm a paralegal criminal justice major, and when I have an associate's degree in criminal justice. So my instructor, who is a retired police officer from the Honolulu Police Department, had clearly made a statement saying the number of male victims of DV and domestic violence and sexual assault is probably either equal to or more than female victims. And he also pressed this statement: we will never know the true number of male victims because of what in the audio, what that thing has said. Go ahead. Tell them. Johnny Depp, a man, was abused. No one's going to believe that. That's why, because of the ruling in the UK trial, that pretty much, whether you're male or female, pretty much told DV survivors and SA survivors, the court system could give two shits about you. That makes them more fearful of reporting it, because I'm like, okay, so nobody's not going to believe me. Here's this person. I don't even want to refer to her as a human being, because what human on this earth lie about giving to charity? Then when proof comes out that you never gave the money and money was given to those charities on their behalf, and then want to sit there and blame all their issues on other people and the documents,
just don't pay the lawyers. Don't pay the lawyers so much money. Oh, they had to pay us. So it took you 3 years? What happened between those 3 years?
Evidence.
Come on.
Evidence does not lie. So the evidence that that thing submitted is irrelevant. She can't prove anything. Because if you don't have anything to hide, if you did nothing wrong, then you wouldn't be fighting it the way you were. You would be fighting to clear your name, like JD is doing. He's fighting to clear his name. He's not even in it for the money, because I bet you anything, that defamation case, he can actually, the way I see it, I'm like, okay, 50,000, he lost more than 50 million. He lost way more than 50 million, but he only suing for 50 million. That right there tells you he's not thinking about the money. He's trying to clear his name. Like, I didn't do it. Because if that was the case, then the police officer, Billy Boxing Jim, the 4 police officers that came to the house would have went back and arrested him. Charges would have been pressed. But they came there, they saw no indications of any fight, no violence, no nothing. She had nothing on her face. And then she was like, oh, the police officer's life. Oh, they're homophobic. And the first incident where she was arrested in the airport with her first spouse, the police officer that arrested her was part of the LBGT. Like, really? Is it LBGT? She's LBGT and an LBGT activist. So that thing is blaming everybody else but itself. Sure. That thing don't even want to take the responsibilities for it.
Okay, I got a little time. I got to push a little here, but Nitrous Girl came on. Do you want to say anything, Nitrous Girl? If you want, you're next. I could put you on if you want to say anything. I don't know. She's not there. Diamond, I don't know what happened to her. Everybody sees the okay, Kaylee. Diamond's there. Okay, Diamond, go ahead. You're up. Go ahead, Diamond. Just unmute. You have to unmute. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry. Sorry, I forget that. If this case is pushed to 2022, I hope it doesn't. It's not going to change anything. For one, there's still going to be a jury, and it still doesn't change the fact that Amber Heard has provided no evidence, no real evidence, and Johnny still has evidence to show to the court that we still haven't seen yet. So it doesn't matter. In the court of public opinion, he's already won it, regardless of the VA case. He's already won. And Amber Heard's career, okay, she still has the stand. I guess that's a win, considering the reviews.
Well, I think she has the Justice League thing, the Snyder Cut, the Aquaman 2 thing.
Rob, not for long, since she went after Disney, that might be shut down too.
True.
Oh, yeah. And see, here's the thing. If she would say blame the bots or blame the haters for the bombing of Aquaman 2, truth be told, even if none of this came to light, Aquaman 2 is probably not even going to do that well. Aquaman 1 only did good because of Jason Momoa.
Tell her I'm ending. I have a couple people. Oh, yeah, my wife is pushing me to end the stream. But Kaylee, I'm going to let you talk. I'm getting pushed. Go ahead, Kaylee. You're up.
Yeah, I've only got a few little things to say. My first one was, before when we was mentioning covering up with makeup, she would not have been able to cover them bruises up with makeup with the swelling. Like, I'm a survivor of DB. I've had a black eye. I couldn't cover that up because it was all swollen. And the other thing I was going to say is in the tapes, when I listened to some tapes, I got triggered so much. Even though she's a woman, it's the way she speaks to him, and it just triggers you because it takes you right back there, and it gives you like these horrible chills. It gets you mad in a way. Do you know what I mean? That somebody's treating somebody else like that. I don't care what gender you are. They won't believe you because you're a man, because he's bigger than her. That doesn't mean anything. My ex-partner was slimmer than me. Didn't stop him from overpowering me. So that's all I have to say on the situation, really, regarding that. Because I keep forgetting what I'm gonna say. But yeah, she's a liar. Go and listen to tapes if you haven't already, because they will chill you to the bone. Like, it's hard to not believe Johnny Depp after listening to them tapes.
I agree. You guys are saying everything that I could possibly think of. But JFD, it's your turn. So go ahead, get on up.
Yeah. I actually been kind of pretty much. I was following it even up to when they went with the divorce and everything, because I've been pretty much because Johnny doesn't particularly like when we are the word fan. He calls us like employers or boss because we are the reason why we pay to go see his movies, and we are the reason why he's employed.
Yeah, he calls us his relatives.
Our relatives. And but I've been, a relative since I was probably 10 or 11 when I first saw A Nightmare on Elm Street and Pirates of the Caribbean. But yeah, when the whole thing started, I was like, mm. And then I'm actually from Wisconsin, so I was a little upset that I didn't get to see, to, filming or of Public Enemies, or when the divorce was going on, he was actually doing Summerfest. I kind of want to see it, but yeah, and then knowing one of the threesome she had, the person who was the other one actually is from the movie Suicide Squad,
Mm-hmm.
the Enchantress.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that movie.
I wonder why.
Two
Timmy?
people trying to ruin his life.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, part of it, because one is, oh, your wife is doing a threesome with one, and one's taking his job.
God, it's a nightmare. It's a damn nightmare. Tammy, you're the last one up before I say goodbye. So go ahead, Tammy.
Okay. I just want to say that to Billy and to anyone who might be listening to this chat, not only is it that we are supporting Johnny and we've looked at the evidence and we all have come to the agreement that, he was the abused. We want to see victims of DV, especially male victims of DV. We want to help them find their voice and help them fight their fight, because for what she's doing to victims of DV, especially men, she's pushing it back. And it's already something that's hard and something that's horrible to have to admit to anyone, much less go to court, much less go public. And part of why we're all doing this and why we're all involved in this, yes, it revolves around Johnny Depp being innocent, but it also revolves around the fact that either we're victims of it ourselves or we want to fight for people who are victims of it. So as you can see why our passion is so strong. Myself, I've been a Johnny Depp fan since the day I saw him on 21 Jump Street. But that didn't change the fact that if it had been proven that he was the one that was the abuser, I would not be backing him on it. So, the thing is, you can go and look, everyone's suggested places to look at the paperwork that's been filed in the court cases. You can look at the witnesses for AH and look at the witnesses for Johnny. All of the witnesses for AH are her friends, and none of their stories match up. And if you do some research, you'll find that on just one incident alone, she changed her story 5 times. When you look at the evidence from Johnny's witnesses, not all of them are employees or people he was friends with. Some of them are just people that somehow managed to end up in that and are willing to give their testimony. Just take, for instance, I'm sure you know that he had her Mustang done. The man who she called after she got her Mustang back, she called and asked him to come help her with figuring out her Mustang. Read his testimony. Read what she suggested to him. That is not the testimony, or what she suggested to him is not what a loving wife would be asking to do with basically a complete stranger. That is the actions of a prostitute. But I mean, there's just so many examples. There's so many examples of her just being a nasty liar. And, I mean,
you said
I just want you to find the truth. I want you to find the truth. And I hope that you do. And I hope that anybody listening to this will just don't take our word for it. Go and find it yourself. It's out there to be found. And you don't have to, like Tiffany said,
love
you
you,
don't have to talk to someone. You don't have to listen to somebody who you might think is a Johnny Depp supporter. You can find a quick Google search will give you all the information you need. But thank you for having us on here. I've had a wonderful time.
Listen, I thank everybody who came to the panel, everybody who came to the chat, all the super chats. If I missed some, I truly apologize. It's truly my fault. Tomorrow we're going to do a member stream at 4:00. You just click on the members only. You can click right there. I'll put it up. Check out Tammy Talks About. Check out Justice for Depp. Check out Keely Talks. Check out Sandy Brown. Check out Tiffany Daniels. And Diamond is just awesome. What can I say? She's just an awesome person.
Yes, Diamond is awesome. I love all you guys. Thank you, Rob, for having us on. Tammy, I
It's a
love you.
pleasure.
JFD, love all of you guys.
I'll see you guys. I gotta get going.
Love you all.
I
Love you,
all.
Sandy.
I'll see you
Bye.
Wednesday. I'll see you Wednesday. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.